So basically, anachronism is time which is kind of out of a usual sequence we imagine, or literally out of touch. So in a way, it's something kind of not recognized by the dominating narrative. For me, anachronism is possibility to reveal other kind of seeing the time and seeing certain events which are not in a way enough regarded and have potential to reshape our understanding. My work very much relates to the issue how the modernization went in Central Europe and how it was shaped by not deconstructed colonial understanding. So the current events in Ukraine, for me, are not that surprising. The last 30 years of my artistic practice, I was very much focusing on Soviet, or could be said Russian as well, or Eastern in general, colonialism. So you, for example, in the show can see works like The Dead Effect, made already 15 years ago, about the potentiality of destruction using nuclear weapon, which can happen anytime. Or also with the ones in the 20th century, we could interpret this work also about rise of authoritarianism again, or even Stain and Scratches. It could be seen how tension could be created by alternative groups, mainly youth, and rigid political environment, which was in the 70s in the Soviet Union, for example. Each work is in a way touching a particular, let's say, cultural political environment, which I think it was not fully understood. Since maybe 5 years, I'm experimenting with stereoscopy or hologramic moving image. Personally, I see great potential in that neglected technology. Stereoscopy is invented a long time ago, almost mid-19th century, and the first hologramic film was filmed already by brothers Lumiere. It has a very nice image of how we could see our surrounding in 3 dimensions. So in a way, it shows the images as the models. This modeling of our environment by stereoscopy or hologram interests me very much, because it's another layer of artificiality and possible interaction by me, by artists. Many artists, and including myself, we create historiography, not necessarily filling the frame of historical events or periods, but basically recreating it with a certain aesthetics and certain positions. So in a way, coming back to anachronism, it is about creating possibility for alternative look at certain periods or certain events, how it shapes a contemporary time or our time, but also what possibilities or visions, maybe sometimes utopias, it can offer for the future. Because I think this dominating kind of end of history term or global liberalism, neoliberalism, sometimes there is possibly no alternative created in terms of vision, because in a way it's done. It's kind of existing as a status quo, which is almost impossible to change.